Hey everyone, how you doing this afternoon? A little surprise live from Captain Housekeeper. What I wanted to show you is when I was painting, I don't know if you remember a couple weeks ago, I did a live video where I painted the base coat of all these walls in the house, in the part of the house where the floors are being replaced. So I took advantage of the fact that there were no floors, or no furniture. There were floors, because that would be dangerous. Anyway, I took advantage of the fact that there was no furniture and painted all the walls in these rooms. So what friend of the show, Captain Charles, asked me to go live whenever I started to do the top coat, which I'm doing with a sponge. So hello, Captain Terry, Captain DJ, Captain Cindet is here too. I'm so glad y'all are here. You're joining me live so that I can show you, hola, Captain April. I'm going to do the sponge coat quick and just kind of show you on this little swatch. I'm in the hallway. I hope you can see it okay. It looks okay on my monitor. And I'm going to just show you what I do. So what I like to use is I use a natural sea sponge. And you can use any type of sponge you want. What I like about the natural sea sponge is that it gives, a more natural effect. If you use a square sponge, you're gonna end up, it's like stamping, so you're gonna end up with that image on your wall. So what you want to do is get a natural sea sponge and get it completely wet and wring it out completely so it's just damp, but you want the whole thing to be wet so that it's real soft. And then you just put a little bit of paint on it. And what you want to do is, you can't see it because it's off camera. What you want to do is, here, I'll do this, is you want to blot it off. You want to blot a lot of it off so that it's just a little bit on the sponge. And the technique I use is I put the paint down a little bit and then I just kind of spread it out in a random, not necessarily circular, but a random motion so that you get a random effect on the walls. So fingers crossed. So here we go. So I'm just going to get the paint on the walls like this. And then I'm going to kind of keep going over it and go around in a circle like this. And the color that I'm using, if you missed it on a previous show, this is the exact same color as the base coat. It's just 3 or 4 shades lighter. And what I've learned over the years whenever I do sponging or any type of technique like this is that if you're going to put a top coat over a base coat, you want to go on just use the same color chip, because the color chip shows different shades of the same color. If you think, oh, I like this base, it's kind of a creamy, gray color, but I'd like a light gray on top of it. If you switch color chips, what you don't realize is you could be switching the base color. Some colors have a yellowish tint, some colors have a bluish tint, and when you put those together in this type of effect, it doesn't look good. I remember one house I did, back before I learned my lesson, I did the base coat, this beautiful, rich, like military blue. And then the top coat, I was rag rolling it actually. The top coat I put, it was like a light gray, and it should have looked fantastic. But that light gray I put on top had a yellow undertone, and it looked like the whole room had smoke damage. It was really weird. I mean, I got done and I was like, uh-oh, what did I do? So just stay on the color chip, if I can give any tip. So anyway, yeah, see how well that came out. So what you can do, what I also can do is after it's done, you can come back and right there, you can see it's just a little bit, didn't get enough paint. You can come back in and kind of, just put a little bit more in those places that might stand out too much to you, but you can do anything you want. And the reason why I like to do texture on my walls with paint like this is because now when I put a painting on that, the texture in the background against the hard edge of the painting, the frame of the painting is going to make the painting pop off the wall. I have a little piece of paper here, maybe you can see. You can see see how it just pops off the wall? And that's because in the background it's all blurry. This is similar to what they used to use, maybe they still do, I don't know. Photographers would do backdrops, and if you remember, they kind of look like this. I actually painted backdrops for photographers back in the day. And this is what they always wanted, because then when you get in front of it, it makes you look the best you can look. If this were a solid background, it's possible you would blend in too much. So anyway, I just thought I'd let you guys see how I'm sponging the walls. I got the what's going to be the living room all finished. I'm in the hallway now. All I have left is the guest bedroom and the dining room, so won't be long. All right, I love you guys. I'm so glad you showed up. Please give the show a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm out of here. Gotta go paint. Bye-bye.